Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3, part 28 of our Wulfrik the Wanderer Mortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, we have caught up with the Dawi that had the mammoths in the Great Book of Grudges, the Great MAWHERD of the Bloodfjord. We are hunting them on and down. It looks like the battle is going to be a decisive victory with low casualties. This is not a weak force of Dawi by any means. The Dwarf Warriors are not that useful for them, but take a quick look at our map here. We have, looks like the Dawi are trapped between a rock and a hard place. Either that or the mammoths are trapped in the middle here. We'll find out quickly, won't we? Time to apply their biggest weakness, sharp pointy sticks.
The great MAWHERD of Bloodfjord does not have the vast numbers it once did, my lord. The last of the mighty herd is now just a single family, including a protective mother and her young. Stop the vengeful dwarfs from slaughtering them. The calves are especially valuable. If they are tamed and trained, they will be a great addition to your army.
Oh, I see. There are teammates this time. They're just going to charge right after those dwarves. Alright, we need to try to stop the Dawi at all costs then. Skin wolves up top. Spread them out a little bit. We'll have the other skin wolves and our trolls on the other side there. Stop any of that shenanigans. We'll have Wulfrik and the mammoths moving in to save their brethren. Donnie 2 and Donnie 3. Alright, let's grab the javelins. I'm not sure if we're going to get attacked by other mammoths afterwards. I have no clue. And I don't trust that the only Dawi we have to fight are these guys. The other hunts have been way harder than this one, if that's the case. Let's put one of them up front to actually take some of the crossbow fire so the others don't get shot at. Get our axemen deployed kind of as far up as we can, but also stay back enough that they're not getting shot at by ballista to start. Sweet. Alright. Our champions, which will rip right through those Dawi warriors. And then the great weapons. We do have a bit of a choke point here, so we'll want to keep that in mind. If they have anything else to use besides what they've got, this is an awesome map. I'd like to see it in rotation besides just for the quest battles. Some of these need to be freed. They're pretty awesome. You only get to see them if you're using that specific lord. Alright, we'll have the... Oh, the infantry needs to scoot up a little bit. Stepping on each other's toes. You're getting caught in the terrain. Is that what's going on? Interesting. Having all sorts of issues here. Let's grab them like this and scoot them on over. There we go. That's what I eat. Get the monstrous infantry now, and then all the boys. This battle started. I said started. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna charge the lads on over. Brim with hatred. They turned around and ran. That's hilarious. The hunt is on, but wait. Those mammoth calves? I thought that's what the advisor told us. Here there be baby mammoths. Indeed, the legendary mammoths are here, but only a single family being hunted by these pesky dwarves. Did we not just hear that? We can take them for ourselves. That's the plan. Alright, you guys. Forward. You just gotta come stand here, though. I guess they want to get shot at by ballista. See, usually when things are throwing stuff at you, you either run away or you go get them. We'll do it for you, don't worry. There's gotta be rangers nearby, too, so we'll want to keep an eye. Spread out just a little bit so you're not getting shot all at once. Here's the dwarves. Where are those quarrelers at? Right behind. Yep, time to flee. That's too close. Try to dodge those bolts as best you can. Even the skin wolves need to pull back. We need to wait till we have more reinforcements. Don't you worry, ma'am. We've got this. As we knock over the small baby mammoths. Get them, Wulfrik. We don't have any. We can activate Foe Seeker there. Get these guys on the side, not clumped up. Kind of spread out, surround the line. You're getting shot at the whole time. Don't like that so much. Are these Slayers? They are. Alright, then how about the great weapons? Go after the Dwarf Warriors. We just want to get one of these normal Marauder groups. Go hunt down those Slayers. Javelin are getting into line. Let's go ahead and actually bring them to about here instead. Try to move in and shut those guys down. You'll have to run away from the Slayers pretty quick, though. Mammoths are in. Wulfrik, you're in as well. You're doing all the damage, buddy. Standard die. We'll go ahead and activate the Sword of Torgold. Throw the old stuff through the line. For that to do friendly fire damage. We'll find out quickly. Get out of there, buds. I don't know if Seafang discriminates. Pull them on through. Let's hunt down these Rangers in the back line there. Everyone else is moving on in. Yep, go help out with these Slayers now. I'll hear the Mammoths come. Here come more Dawi as well. Whole heap of Slayers. I think we'll be fine. Let's pull you out of the fight with the Giant Slayers there. And we'll drop down Melkoths on... Oh, I guess they're just Dwarf Warriors. Yeah, they're putting up a good fight. How many of these are Giant Slayers? We'll find out quickly, won't we? Slaughter that group pretty quick. Get the Axemen out of combat there. As spendable as they are, I'd rather not lose them yet. You keep moving through. We can drop down... How many Dawi are left, really? Occam's Mind Razor wouldn't be a bad one to help blend through the rest of these guys here. Then Wulfrik, you come on in and attack this next group. Try to charge right through that line and go after those Grudge Throwers. You guys try to not get killed. Do your best. There we go. You guys can go shut them down. A Mammoth is taking some damage. Is he fighting Slayers? That'd be why. Let's get him away from them. Drop down the Melkoth so he has a hard time catching up. Yeah, just charge those Quarrelers down. No reason not to take some free damage while you run. Did the Warriors catch you? Having a hard time getting around with this Mammoth, isn't he? He did some damage to go through those Rangers, please. Shut down that group there. You guys keep attacking. Let's keep moving up to the next group, though. Javelins as well. Activate the old extra resistances there. Seafang slide through the line. That's too many Quarrelers all stacked up together. We need to get through and start kind of bringing them down. Go through the Slayers, please. You guys need to move away from this group. Mammoth, come on down and start bullying them. Appear to be broken on the top side here, but our Mammoth allies are doing absolutely nothing. Didn't expect them to do a whole lot. Let's pull on away so we're not getting chopped up by Slayers. Alright, Soul Crusher, get down here and bring down these Rangers. Yeah, Wulfrik, you're taking a lot of damage. We need to probably bring down the Storm and pull on away. Yeah, you don't need to fight Slayers. Sorry to let you know, you're not very capable of it. Pull them out. I didn't think they would charge right into the fray. Interesting choices. These guys on out. Get these trolls out as well. You guys can start chucking your weapons at the Slayers. That'd be great. Gets rid of them way quick. I don't want him in combat with them if I can help it, but not a lot we can do about it. Double Mammoth beatdown. Let's get them coming on over here. 2 Mammoths at once is pretty overwhelming, even for Slayers. Get some hits of Shades where we need them. Yeah, let the missile troops do their work. Slayers have almost no resistance to that. You keep ripping through over here. We really just need our individual groups of infantry to come in, do their work. Our beasties are having a lot of trouble with the Slayers. Which would make sense. Sword of Torgold will drop in the Seafang launch. Go ahead and surround these guys, bring them down a little faster. There's some Quarrelers in the back line that are causing us some issues. You guys go ahead and just throw their javelins at these Quarrelers here. Just eliminating the Slayers pretty much at this point. So, get you guys after this squad of Bolt Throwers. They should break. And help out these 3 with these Slayers. You guys off of guard mode so you can actually keep chucking those javelins where you need them. Charge these guys on from the rear. That's a lot of Slayers. We'll ignore those for now. You just run on around behind them and go smash into this group. There we go. Oh, so even more grudges to settle after this day. He's got him. Let's go ahead and pull on away from them. Oh, they're gone. Finished off to the man. Same thing over here. Chunky Dwarf Salsa. Slayers or not, the Grand Slam by a werewolf is never a good time. Start kicking your little feet around too, that'll do lots of damage. The dwarves are tiny. Stout, yes. No one's strong enough to take a kick from a mammoth, especially an armored kick. You ever been hit by cleats from a normal person, you know those things hurt. There we go, there's the victory. You did a lot of good over here, MAWHERD. Thanks for that. They absorbed some shots with their face. A close victory. Nay, we only lost 175. Alden got absolutely smashed, and he had a lot of Slayers. We will go ahead. Man, that's not much for a sacrifice. Slayers fighting to the last man is unfortunate. Do grab the last of the Great MAWHERD, and then we can recruit in that ROR unit. That is excellent. A monstrous offering. Having successfully claimed the valuable mammoth calves for yourself, you are still required to make a sacrificial offering. So the defeated dwarves will have to be offered up instead. Which god do you sacrifice them to? To the eagle. I almost gave them to the crow. To the eagle. Drop 4 in all the others. How much do we... It's not going to let me know. The eagle it is. You're very close to tier 2. Looks like one more raised province. And it won't even drop us below tier 1 for the serpent. Perfect. We'll be gaining ourselves a barbarian. And while I would... Now we're putting them into Wulfrik's army right away. What am I thinking? Is it the normal feral mammoth that gets the boot? Or is it one of these skin wolves? I think more mammoths is usually the key to victory. Yeah, hunters, I think you guys are the ones that have to go. Your missile strength is overwhelming. But yeah, no. Mammoths are even more so. Let's actually combine some guys up. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. How'd you know? Fine. Take them all off of these guys and then instead. If I must. We'll disband these lads here and then throw right in the Great MAWHERD. The 4 little baby mammoths. Oh, there are 5 of them. Even better. The last of the Great MAWHERD as well. Let's go ahead and grab that, put it on to Wulfrik's force. We don't have any Marauder Berserkers, so that's useless. Last of the Great MAWHERD it is. Extra damage, death blow, and frenzy. That's incredible. Death blow on mammoths. I don't know if that actually can go on them. We'll find out. I assume it goes with them. Kind of like Grimgore's Immortals banner. He didn't have the Immortals as a ROR unit, which would be awesome. Jergesh, we don't really need you to replenish any troops anymore. Although I guess this does help in case where we actually have it decreased by any kind of outside factors, so that works for me. Yes. Let's bring the Great MAWHERD up to crush Dreicha, who appears to be going after Erengrad with extreme aggression. Alright then. If you wish. Can we put you into any kind of raiding stance? More headway. Love to make... You can make full ground even in raiding camp. That works for me. Now let's get another monster hunt going. Dark gods are never sated. Go either for the Stinky Titan. I don't want to fight the Wood Elves until probably the end. Wood Elves, no. The Terrorgeist should be for the Vampire Coast. Man, that's almost worse. Carnosaur Skull will be down wherever the Lizardmen are. And this will be over in Nagarond. We should probably go for the trash structure rolling through. If you can hear that, I apologize, but we're gonna power right on through. Metal bass drums can't stop us. Let's go for the Stinky Giant Club. I think this is probably gonna be the closest over here. Gray Mountains, that's a little bit further south. Now let's challenge them. We have to get to a region, Grungzit. Oh, that's not bad at all. We already had an army kind of over there. Eggle, you are on a new mission. To slay every Empire soldier in your path, though. Alright, well, we should have read our Grungzint. mission there. Where'd that go? Greenskins are famous for having all manner of monstrosities in their despicable ranks, including the lumbering giants that follow them to insatiably feast in battle. Killing one for sacrifice would bring great prestige and recognition from the gods, for what can be more impressive than slaying a legendary descendant of the long-forgotten Sky Titans? You have heard of one very belligerent giant called Blorgar the Mad Titan, who is lumbering around the Grey Mountains, being more than just a minor nuisance to the locals there. Setting out to slay the Leviathan, you can expect the locals, having their lands indiscriminately flattened, will be quite happy to see you. It matters little. You're not going there to kill it for their sake. The hunt is on. Yeah, they probably aren't going to be happy to see Norskins regardless, even if we are there to be helpful.
Overrun the world.
Okay, do we waste our energy smashing Krudenwald? That's the question. He's got a fair bit of crossbowmen and archers. The archers themselves not a threat. Crossbowmen much more so. Or do we go after Middenheim, which would be a little bit better defended and have walls? We have to do some replenishing either way, so let's jump into the ready camp stance. And how far away is Boris?
I'll ignore that.
He could definitely reach us in March, so we would be facing down multiple, and he's got lots of RR units. Boris rolling in the dough. Yeah, let's pull back just a little bit there. If they want to charge over in March stance and try to get us, I don't mind them attempting it.
I will not obey.
Because we would just be facing Uldrich first.
I will not obey.
I think we can handle that. Not sure what the Argwylan Wood Elves are up to. They're coming up to claim the Lorelorn Forest. Well, we may have to go ahead and beat them to that. I don't need any random Wood Elf colonies popping up, especially not with the Ultimate Crisis about to kick off. Definitely want the Raider Tribal Stronghold wherever we can. Keeps looking good as well. I think besides this, though, we want to go for things that make us gold. We are going to pull these guys on away because Borodin has, again, a ton of ROR units, and we're rolling with a pretty solid squad ourselves. I'm tempted. There's a lot of ROR units, though. Because we could attack them as one out on one of the islands. If they have an artillery team, that'd be really unfortunate. The giant itself is going to be an issue. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's bring the men in to reinforce, because we can run around a lot better with the beasties here. Make sure everyone's got some decent weapons. City and Lodestone. Let's go ahead and grab one of Wulfrik's items there. If we're allowed to. Not the Sword of Torgold. Where is the... There it is. The Ancient Frostworm Scale. We will grab you. Oh, we had the Arachnarok eggs already. We'll trade those off, and then I was going to grab the Giant Psychor Eyeball. That's over on Carl. Yeah, let's grab it. We need it for this battle here. Any kind of drops to their abilities are going to be great. Combine up these Marauders loot bags. Grit in other Trickster Shard, which is not bad for one of our casters. Yes, Sword of Striking, and then the Dragon Helmet is. We could grab another bit of armor off of Wulfrik as well. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. Scroll plates. I'll grab the Mammothide Cape. Keep it simple. Alright. Ormgrim. Are you ready? Let's also go ahead and take... Not the Dragon Ogre's Horn, because Egil is in enemy territory. Oh, we're not really... We don't have a lot. Well, I guess I didn't grab this. There we go. Because he had the Arachnarok eggs. I remember now. How quickly we forget. Carl, we need to give you some skills. Just before this battle kicks off. Grab that last point into Frostbitten, and you're good to go. Alright, Ormgrim. Let's go over here and jump on Borodin. This gives me an auto-resolve win. I'm taking it. Fair play. That's a nasty army. Okay. Well, we've got Spearman for his beasties. The Severed Claw are going to be an absolute nightmare. Same thing with the Knight's Immolation. This is going to be how much damage we can do and then retreat kind of thing. If we can win, great. But let's go for it. Okay, so individually we do defeat these units, but they do outclass us overall here. So let's make sure we have our spearmen standing here, and I think just here, kind of in a bit of a formation so they can at least absorb some damage there. We'll grab our Lord, throw him up front. He is not going to be, he's going to be doing lots of running. There's a whole bunch of dangerous units here for this poor fella. Let's grab all of our skin wolves. I think I want to hide a lot of them in the woods. Or the side here, and most of them will hide, and then we can put the trolls in behind. How long do we have to wait for our allies? 2 minutes, huh? We have the weird glitchy water. Perfect. Well, 2 minutes is a long time. That's going to make this a little bit more difficult. Let's get this battle started. You have the Arachnarok eggs, and then the Doom and Darkness too. So we have some tools.
Lusting for blood.
Let's move up just into the forest there. So if anyone wants to face us, they have to move into the area where they don't fight as well. Our skin wolves have striders, so they take no combat penalties from being in the woods. And our trolls can rush around the outside. That's the strategy. It looks like they're going to wait on us, so perfect. We'll speed things up. We also have our extra summons of spiderlings, which are definitely not armor-piercing, so that we must remember. Yeah, I think it would be a better strategy for the AI to come over and attack us now, rather than let us have our AI, or our reinforcements, and sometimes they do. I don't really know what constitutes their decision to do that. Welcome, buddies. Oh, they're still... I guess it's because we attacked them, that's why. We initiated combat, they are going to wait. Fair enough. Here's as a group, put them in guard mode so they don't do any kind of nonsense. Bring you guys on over. So just going to keep them in the woods for now. Kind of like so. We'll move on up in a moment, probably sticking between these 2 rocks. Just keep as many of them condensed as we can. We get the trolls rushing around behind them. And that could be that. That water is really obnoxious. Alright. Ice wolves, let's get you guys hiding in the woods over here. I don't mind you walking, though. Everyone else is running on over into positions. Let's grab our normal marauders and then the skin wolves, or the ice wolves. And our chieftains. You right on over. You have some repeatable damage effects there. How much speed do you have, sir? 90? As opposed to 64 speed. I don't think any of these guys have 90. His Javcav do. That's about it. How about you, Knights of Immolation? 105. So we will have to worry about those guys. Alright, start pushing the boys forward. Looks like the Swords of Chaos are coming on over to face us. Fine by me. Let's get on out of there. We can bring the trolls and the skin wolves to punish them. Wait till they're a little bit closer, though. I'm surprised they sent these one unit by themselves. No support.
Going now.
I know that'd be graphics intensive, but it'd be real cool to have steam coming off the water as they ran through it. With their magma feet. Alright then. You have chosen death. Descend, my hordes.
Marauder chieftain.
Have the Marauder chieftains jump in as well.
I hear you.
From the woods. What a nightmarish sight.
Show the masters.
I think we can drop down the Frostworm scale too to make sure they can't flee. Slow them down even further. Yeah, perfect. Hit and run the trolls too. What you gonna do? Guess just die. I see nothing moving on this side here. Swords of Chaos must have offended this lord in some way. Finish him off quickly. Not a single one can flee. Frostbitten, so they'll have a hard time running away anyway. There's so much damage going in on them. They're getting kind of staggered to oblivion there.
No time
Alright, you're on foot, so let's actually leave you in with the soldiers there. Did not realize you were a foot soldier. Most of my lords have horses, at least. You were but a peasant for now. Yeah, you lost your Swords of Chaos, now what? Who else is brave enough to face us? Send the Marauders up. These are the spearmen to defend these sides there. Kind of want one in the center. You just kind of defending the flank. The wolves walked all the way over into the woods there. Now we can bring the ice trolls back behind the line once more. Oh, here they come. We'll bring them off to the side for a nasty charge. And then we'll bring the skin wolves back behind the line. They can rush through. Here come the Knights of Immolation. They're going to drop some bombs right on top of our spearmen. We can try to dodge it. In my experience, it hasn't really worked out so well. Oh yeah, drop the bombs on this lord here. I dare you. Wait for those secret chariots to go wide. Oh, interesting. They just charge right in. Get in there together. They want to fight. We do want their eyes. Make it happen. You guys go hunt down these horsemen here. We'll grab 2 of the skin wolves. Have them move in and help out with the Knights of Immolation. These guys didn't move all the way back. Interesting. Yeah, I was gonna wait till the secret chariots moved in, but if they're gonna move that slow, go get them. You guys stay back just a bit. We'll use more skin wolves in a moment. Here comes the lines of beasties. Knights of Immolation are gone though.
Born to fight.
Awesome. Love to see it. Secret chariots wiped out. Our wolves are indeed the alphas. Let's go ahead and pull away from these chariots here. Spearmen, take the charge. Skin wolves, you guys pull back. Same thing with our 2 heroes here. I wonder what happened to them. They didn't make it. That's all we do know. Alright, Spearmen, go ahead and get into combat. Go ahead and bring you back around. Drop down to the Tempest in the middle of this nonsense. Alright, Skin Wolves, let's have you guys work together to bring down the Summoners of Rage there. In fact, we're going to have all of the Skin Wolves, like you guys come in on these trolls. Definitely want to get away from you. Let's avoid those units for now and just kind of rush over here and break all the Marauders.
Leader of
You, good sir, charge on in. We'll drop down, not a Doom and Darkness, but... Well, you know what? Not a bad call. Let's give it to this group of Demonettes. Because when they break, it's a lot more deadly for them. Giant is in on our soldiers there, going to be doing all sorts of nasty damage. Skin Wolves are having lots of trouble, too. This might be where we want the Curse of Iran here. Just because the Summoners of Rage are going to be a nasty bit of business otherwise. Spiders behind. That poison damage in. Alright, Trolls, let's go ahead and pull you out of combat, let you regenerate a little bit. Severed Claw are going to be a nasty bit of work. Putting you guys all into combat there.
Yes, your will.
Ice Wolves, you're getting whooped. Bring you on away. Full on away. Right, the Spiders did a good job of holding in for a moment. Let's bring the Wolves in on these Demon Spew here.
Smell that fear.
I don't want you fighting with the Summoners of Rage, but if you can rush in and get a couple hits, that really wouldn't be that big a deal. As long as you can get in and out pretty quickly. Help out with the weird spawn. All of our other Skin Wolves need to come on over and help out with the Summoners of Rage. Fighters, welcome back. Need the Summoners completely surrounded.
Prepared to ruin.
More Spiders. Skin Wolves, let's go ahead and get in here on this group of monsters spawn. You guys come on over as well. You guys actually help out with these trolls here. They're quite a bit closer to you. It'll be easier to deal with. Hunt down these javelins of Slanesh there. Blood away. Greatest raid. I mean, it's one of them. How much damage is going to do to friendly troops is the only issue. Let's drop it behind and then hope we don't do too much friendly fire. Drop the leadership on the summoners. I just want them away. At all costs.
That's what the masters meant.
Enemy marauders are being overwhelmed, though. So are the weird spawn. Our combined might of trolls and spears is far too much for them. That's just the Severed Claw. You Ice Wolves, don't go fight the Severed Claw, please.
We'll be back.
Very brave.
To fight.
Ogres here. Ripping them apart. Alright, the Exalted Hero's gone. That's another huge leadership hit. This giant's gonna be a problem, though. That I know. Now let's rush in and get some more damage on the Severed Claw. If we can just surround and destroy them with just brute force, that's what we're gonna have to go for. They're really tanky. Leadership will break over time, though. And I think there it goes. Even Blorgar is thinking about it.
Leader of savages. Show the masters.
There he goes. That's the victory. These guys are in march stance, so anyone we are not able to run down is going to count as dead anyway, so we're going to still try to chase down as many of these guys as we can for the extra post-battle casualties, and I'll catch you all back on the map. Alright, we'll take the victory, close or not. Plus 425 there, and we did quite well. It was very fortuitous that they decided to send their Swords of Chaos over to be sacrificed. I did realize we were misnaming the Thunderguff the whole time. That's Bilius, not the Blorgar. We're on the way to hunt that guy down. I've got some seductive influences because we've been beating the brakes off of them so much. Let's go ahead and take those sacrifice. 2,000 sounds nice to me. That sinks a rather nasty army here. And now we switch our targets, coming on back over to try to bring down the Fortress of the Damned. They will recruit up pretty quickly. I actually think they get their ROR units back much faster than we do.
Overrun.
We do have to keep that in mind. We retreat into friendly territory at all.
Despoil.
Doesn't look like it. We can move forward a little bit more, though. May go inland and attack the fetid catacombs instead.
The crow.
At least land and start replenishing.
Slaughter the sheep.
Start raiding back the enemy there. Let's keep working towards the Seduction of the Serpent. Such a strong ability. Especially against massed enemies that we're facing against. We'll go for the Dominating Presence in the Route Marcher for you. And we will also keep working on the Seduction of the Serpent. As much enemy leadership hitting as we can. Bigger loss reduction is also pretty incredible. Brock is doing everything he can to get on back up to the north. Ungrim is gonna come on over to face you, though. Oh wow, that's like the perfect anti-Throg army. Alright, well we need to get prepared then. Yeah, that's gonna be a nasty fight. We do have the beasties and then all sorts of Yumis, I guess, to send on in to die for cause. Let's go ahead and try to block this lad here. Success chance is too low. Try to take out one of these runesmiths. Let's go for this one. Well, let's hope you're good at it. Oh, you failed. At least you didn't die. At least you didn't get wounded in the process. Alright, we've managed to make enemies out of absolutely everyone. So let's continue to move up in the encamp stance this time. And if Ungrim wants to come on over and face us, he absolutely can. Otherwise, we're going to move past him and try to attack where he's not. Good old-fashioned sneakiness. I was a little bit concerned. We're starting to improve once more. Good to see. I'd love to give you some gold for a defensive alliance so I know that he's not going to attack me randomly, but such is not the way at the moment. We just need to make sure we don't get attacked by another army of chaos. Carl will have you hunt down Sigvald as well here. We can get another battle in. That'll be the end of the episode, but we can get one more battle in. That'd be awesome. We just have to deal with Veritus next. Fair enough, Carl. Let's bring down Sigvald. Sigvald runs. Oh, come on back. Don't leave. Carl, we need to give you your talisman back, though. Nice. Cygor eyeball belongs to you, and we'll actually give you the Ancient Frostworm scale just to help out. Very good that we can pass these items around. Very good. What a decisive victory. You poor fool. We lose nobody? Ha! Get wrecked. Mirror shield-wielding pansy. Lots of kills going to our mammoths, as we would expect. We'll sacrifice. Out of the Sea, he's a Pride Assassin, so more post-battle chance of stealing items, and then more physical resistance. He becomes a kidnapper from that battle as well. I love to see it. What we'll do is try to fight off Veritus, and then we'll come on over and grab the Port of Secrets, which looks like it might be inhabited by rats. It is shining gold. That usually means there's things in there. So we'll find out the hard way. Now let's bring yourself on over in a march back into the Winterpire. So that wasn't actually a battle. We can continue on a little bit longer here. Let's see. What do we want to give you next? Probably Voice of the Dark Gods. That way we have a huge leadership aura size there for him. Because he is stupid. Gotta at least have his voice. Be real shouty. We'll grab the Arcane Conduit for this one. Lots of extra magic. We can start making Hugh Jarl perhaps better in combat, or just... Nah, that doesn't matter just yet. Cascading Fire Cloak, we'll give this to multiple once it's upgraded. Upgraded version is just 1 unit, so it's the Flaming Sword of Ruin that we want for that area of effect damage. Just in case. Winterfire, we can go ahead and upgrade the port here. Put in a bit more of the guard shack. Guard shack. Extra dudes all over the place. Let's grab a dark smithy. Yep. Sounds good to me. Increase our overall global recruitment.
A battle is foreseen.
Elfgear, what are you up to? Oh, you were just having weird pathing. Fair enough.
Yes, going.
That makes much more sense now. We'll upgrade Winterpire as well. To reclaim that raised settlement. Unfortunately, luckily it was one of the ones that didn't have a port, so we'd have to build that from scratch once more. Leif, let's go grab this Hawkus here. Obviously, we're looting it. We're here for the gold. Shoo shoo, pirates. Get out of my way. That money? There we go. A Marauder Chariot, which is not my favorite of the mounts. Not any stretch of the imagination there. Kind of want to bring Leif into the Serpent Jetty to get a couple more soldiers, and then we can charge them on out. That's just 2 Famir warriors is just not cutting it. These Marauders are not as good as they once were. Would go into March. Yeah, let's do it. I don't think he can recruit anything that scary. Famous last words. He's got 5 units for now. We'll see. Upgrade the Monolith as well there. A lot of settlements getting on up to tier 5. Elman, you can keep moving on down south to... Oh, Ungram moved all the way through the mountains pretty quickly, didn't he? He was right here in Fort Yakova.
Immediately.
Let's move down towards Kislev, but let's do it in a way where we don't get jumped by Drycha, please. He can't reach. We're good. Down to Kislev.
My challenge,
that.
undeniable.
Carl will bring you up to Middenheim to try to steal some more tech.
Turn it to rubble.
Do it. We need to make our trolls even better. We've got a lot of them in our armies at the moment. Stolen a Dawnstone. Did you win? Hey, that doesn't tell us anymore. Failure. Your blood divination did nothing, sir. Alright, Leif. View the intoxicating visions as well. Almost have you the seduction of the serpent as well. We've got so many serpent lords running around. We worship the eagle, but they're all former followers of the serpent.
A negotiation. How about
Well,
this?
hello, Bak.
I let you talk.
I'm sure he's going to start breaking deals. There it is. Our treaty pact is at an end. We'll enjoy getting stomped out by the Ever-Chosen. Idle hands are the ruin of success. Indeed they are. Oh, our Gambit blade off. We get into...
Sent by the serpent.
We just can't do any recruitment, sadly. We'll survive.
Northmen come.
I'd like to land on... We can land on the shores and start our invasion here at the Fetid Catacombs. I don't think he can...
Madness. No.
Don't know if he can replenish or reinforce or not.
Fury.
Get on land. No. Bad call.
Journeying.
Yeah, I think we go back to the Monolith of Catan, do a bit of replenishing, and then we strike back out.
I submit.
You get up into friendly territory without
Hound compels.
bothering anyone. Ormgrim. There we go. Then you can actually do some recruiting. You already have a lot of beasties. We may just continue that trend here. Get them 2 sets of armored skin wolves to kind of act as the front runners for these 2. The ice wolves actually perform pretty well there. They're really nasty. Definitely trade well against other hound units. And that's kind of what they're meant for. They're not great in a fight against anything else, especially not cavalry, but they fight well against hounds. Just 1 tier higher. We may just go for more skin wolves then. Don't want to sit here and wait for multiple turns. Just the one I want to get back on out to raiding. Alright, Wulfrik, we can try to hunt down Drycha. She is attempting to flee. Can we catch her?
I'll handle it.
She's in the under tree stance or whatever it is, the world roots. Don't think we could reach her though.
Wandering.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. He's really I guess she's really unsure as to where she would like to attack. So let's move on towards Wolfenburg here.
Advance.
We can rebuild the gold mines here. That'd be great. Take Betchefin up a tier. She's probably going to jump back over to try to attack it. I don't care about upgrading those cities just yet, so let's get the better walls over in Prague.
Overrun the
We get
world.
Fellman moving on up towards Vitvio.
This way.
We'll hit the reverse button so fast if there's any armies over here. Now we're good. Good business. Cannot wait to get these little baby mammoths into a battle. Am I allowed to rename you? I can. Donnie 3. This guy's Donnie 2. The first one, unfortunately, fell in combat with the rats. Here we go. 1,000,000 Donnies.
Ravage.
And they're all going to sit out together. I don't trust that Hochland's not going to get involved at some point.
Absolutely not.
So here's what we'll do.
Chieftain of the tribe.
Sneaky mode activate. Let's go hide in this Ditto woods here. Hide right here.
The eagle.
Try to catch them as they come on by. Eagle does guide. Ungrum is doing the same. They're following us around.
Nope.
Yeah, that'll be quite the battle, won't it? I think we're just going to stay in a camp stance and just waddle on past him. If he wants to fight, we're going to have to take it. We'll just do the reasonable thing and ignore Ungrum as long as we can. Beast Slayer's there. More missiles. This Javelin going to be very, very useful at bringing down his Slayers, especially those... I mean, he only has his giant Slayers, but very useful at bringing them down. These Iron Drakes are going to be... Well, I say they're going to be nasty. They, on paper, seem like they should. I've never really seen them do much, so we'll have to find out. But for now, I am going to be out of time for today. I've been Space Wizards of War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Thumb, and I will see you on the next one.